Check, 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 check. One, two, three. Check, check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. One, two, three. check. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Covenant College, the site here of the 2019 USA South Men's Basketball Tournament on the campus of Covenant College, high atop Lookout Mountain in Georgia, in the Barnes Physical Education Center. Hi, everybody. I'm Al Clark, bringing you tonight's semifinal rounds of the USA South Men's Basketball Tournament. Tipping off at 5 o'clock Eastern Time will be the East number 4 representative Averett College. A 82-78 winner on Tuesday over the number 1 seed from the East, North Carolina Wesleyan. They are the visiting team here tonight. The home squad will be the West number 2 Maryville Scots. A winner 91-77 Tuesday over LaGrange, number 3 in the West. And a 5 o'clock tip-off. Later on tonight, we'll also bring you here on the USA South Digital Broadcasting Network, East number 2 Methodist against West number 1 Covenant. 2 games for you tonight. That tip-off is at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Welcoming you into tonight's semifinals, Averett versus Maryville. And from Averett, we welcome fans from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Goldsboro, North Carolina, Snow Camp, North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Morganfield, Kentucky, Charlotte, Virginia Beach, Graham, Wake Forest, Whitakers, Conover, Fuquay, Varina, as you listen in, supporting the Averett Cougars. They'll be in their gold uniforms, blue trim. They're on the courts warming up now as we speak down to our left. And also welcome to the Maryville Scots fans listening in from Kingston, Tennessee, Puerto Rico, LaGrange, Georgia, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, Covington, Tennessee, Atlanta, Stuart, Florida, Lenoir City, Tennessee, Naples, Florida, Johnson City, Sylvania, Georgia, Anniston, Alabama, Alpharetta, Georgia, Dalton, Georgia, Memphis, Tennessee, Gordonsville, Watertown, and McMinnville, Tennessee. Fans for the Maryville Scots wearing their home whites tonight, warming up on the court down to our right. Well, Averett and Maryville. Maryville leads in the overall series 20 games to 4, dating back to the 91-92 season. The Cougars from Averett had won 2 in a row against the Scots until Maryville took last season's meeting 80-70 at Maryville, and this season's meeting 68-51 in Danville on January the 18th. Averett is 0-1 all-time against the Scots in the conference tournament. Their only meeting was a 64-62 classic in the 2015 semifinals hosted by Averett. The Averett Cougars this year sport a record of 9-17, 8-9 in the USA South. They are led by the Cougars are led by their team, which is made up of Keyshawn Lewis, Montre Cash, Timothy Henry, Bryson Davis, and Moriba Diabe. Keyshawn Lewis, a probable starter tonight, is a 5'10", 165 freshman, wears number 2 from Virginia Beach. Montre Cash, he wears number 3. He's a guard, 5'10", 155 from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, averaging 10.9 points per game. Timothy Henry is your points and rebounds leader for Averett. He is a forward, 6'3", 213 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, a junior. Bryson Davis, a guard forward from Morganfield, Kentucky, went to Wakefield High School, 6'2", 180 sophomore. Where's number 14? Number 50 is Moriba Diabe from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina, 6'6", 239 junior. He is averaging 3.8 points per game, 3.4 rebounds. The assist leader on the squad is Montre Cash with 2.8 assists per game. Averett will start 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, 1 freshman. And as you heard, they'll go 5'10", 5'10", 6'3", 6'2", and 6'6". Averett battled into this tournament with a win over the North Carolina Wesleyan #1 seed from the East on Tuesday night. And they are scrapping their way all the way into this contest. Montre Cash has been averaging 25.1 per contest over the last 5 games. He scored a career-high 39 points against William Peace and is tied for 4th in program history for single-game scoring. Timothy Henry has been the model of consistency for the Cougars since January. Henry, entering the tournament finals, has 15 consecutive games with double-digit scoring, highlighted by his performance at Pfeiffer on January 23rd, 24 points, 15 rebounds. T.J. McAllister, we mentioned, all-sportsmanship team this year from Averett. And the 2-time Rookie of the Week, redshirt freshman Isaiah Jones, receiving the honor on January 28th and February 4th. He's been out since the first week of February due to an injury. The Averett squad, coached by David DeWino, D-O-I-N-O, David DeWino, and he's assisted by Brandon Baker and Kyle Bush. The coach is in his 5th year at the Averett School. Welcome in the Cougars and all their fans. We'll have more to talk about them as the night goes on. Now we'll go to the Maryville Squats. The Scots from Maryville, Tennessee, 19-7 overall, 14-4 in USA South. They'll be wearing their home whites tonight. And they are the 2018 USA Tournament champions. They were regular season champs 3 times in 14, 17, and 18. I need to go back and mention that Averett has been tournament champs 4 times in 1990, 2007, 2008, and 2009. The Maryville Scots are led by Calvin Songster at 15.3 points per game. He's also the assist per game leader at 3.1 assists per game. Songster wears number 21. He's a senior guard, 6'2". And Calvin is from Johnson City, Tennessee. Went to Science Hill High School there. The rebound per game leader is Nick Clifton with 6 average rebounds per game. He wears number 22. Freshman forward, 6'4". Through 175 from Sylvania, Georgia. Randy Lambert is the head coach, legendary coach there in his 39th year, and he's retiring from coaching this year. He won his last regular season game here at Covenant back on February 16th, a big 75-62 win over Covenant. One of only 2 teams to defeat the Covenant Scots this year. He's still got some work to do, however. He's got to coach again here in the USA South Tournament. He's assisted by Raul Placeres and Sean Jones. So Randy Lambert in his 39th year, I guess you could call them the defending conference champions. They were the number 2 West seed. Some of their players, well, by the way, they will start Caleb Estes, number 10. He's a senior guard, 5'11", from Covington, Tennessee. Dante Hops, number 20, a senior forward, 6'5", from Naples, Florida. The aforementioned Calvin Songster, senior guard, 6'2", wears number 21, Johnson City, Tennessee. Nick Clifton, we mentioned, a freshman forward, 6'4" is Clifton. 175, Sylvania, Georgia. And Emir Bowman, senior forward, 6'3", wearing number 30 from Dalton, Georgia. The Maryville College Scots will start 3 seniors, 2 freshmen. They'll go 5'11", 6'5", 6'2", 6'4", 6'3". Maryville's Nick Clifton was a USA South Freshman of the Week back in January during the 21st. Emir Bowman was the USA South Player of the Week on February the 4th. Calvin Songster was named to the USA South All-Conference First Team. We'll have an introduction of those players between the games. He's averaging, as we said, 15.3 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 3 assists for the Maryville Scots, shooting 51.7% overall. Dante Hoppa had a big night here in the win over Covenant. He voted on the USA South All-Conference third team. He's thrown in 13.1 points per game, pulled down 5.9 boards, dished out 2 assists a game for Maryville this year. Caleb Estes was the representative from Maryville on the USA South All-Sportsmanship team. Well, once again, we've set the scene for you here. Welcome in the crew bringing you tonight's contest. Sports Information Director here at Covenant, Andrew Mendeman. He'll be in charge down at the scorers table. Athletics Director, Dr. Tim Sedgel. He'll be here tonight, is here. We've seen him. Yours truly, Al Clark. I'll be handling the play-by-play and commentary for both games tonight, assisted by John Glacier, video, and Ashley Bagel, the graphics editor. We're just about 2.5 minutes away from the 5 o'clock opening tip-off here on top of the mountain here at Covenant College, and both teams back on the court finishing their pregame warm-ups. We'll have pregame ceremonies, introduction of starting lineups, and then the tip-off at 5. Officials are in the house, not in the gym, I don't think yet. Nevertheless, we are expecting a pretty good crowd today for the contests coming up at 5 and at 7. Averett versus Maryville kicks it off in just about 2 minutes. We're going to take a break right now and give you some information from the USA South Network.
This evening, the NCAA, the USA South Athletic Conference, and Covenant College promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at coaches, players, officials, or any other team representatives will not be tolerated.
Now the starting lineups.
Tonight's first semifinal game features the number 4 seed Averett University Cougars and the number 2 West seed Maryville College Scots. And now the tonight's starting lineups. First for the Cougars with Averett, coached by David Reno and assisted by Brandon Taylor and Kyle Bush. At guard, 5'10" freshman from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 2 Keyshawn Lewis. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore. Junior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 12, Timothy Henry. At guard, a sophomore from Morganfield, Kentucky, number 14, Bryson Davis. And at center, a junior from North Carolina, number 15, Marina Dottie. And now the Maryville Scots, coached by Randy Henry and assisted by Raul Caceres and Sean Jones. At guard, a 5'11" senior from Covington, Tennessee, number 10, Caleb Estes. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Naples, Florida, number 20, Dante Hoppa. At guard, a senior from Johnson City, Tennessee, number 21, Calvin Solster. At forward, a 6'4" freshman from Sylvania, Georgia, number 22, Nick Clifton. And at forward, a 6'3" senior from Dalton, Georgia, number 30, Emir Bowman.
So there you have it, starting lineups for both schools. For Averett, Lewis, Cash, Henry, Davis, Diabe. And for Maryville, Estes, Hoppa, Songster, Clifton, and Bowman. We're moments away from the opening toss of this semifinal game in the USA South Men's Basketball Tournament here at Covenant College, Lookout Mountain, Georgia. We'll probably see Moriba Diabe, number 50, represent Averett at the jump. They'll be moving right to left, and stepping in is Dante Hoppa for the home team tonight. Nope, it's going to be number 30, Emir Bowman from Dalton, Georgia. Here we go. We're set. It's the semifinal, first of the night. Patrolling the basketball is Averett. And moving now for the first shot of the night, which was no good. Cash. Back down the court quickly. Clifton guarded by Henry there. Ball is knocked out of the hands, and a turnover takes place. That is the first for Maryville. They're averaging 10.8 turnovers per game. Here comes the Cougars, led there by Lewis. Cash back to Lewis. Man-to-man defense put up by the Scots. The big guy underneath is Henry. He goes for the basket. It is blocked. Good job there by Emir Bowman. Estes gets the ball over to Hoppa. Loses it momentarily. Now back cut low post. Shot was no good. No score. We're just underway here for the semifinal game. The first one of the night. First period, 19 minutes left. There is no score. Lewis to Davis underneath the big guy. Nice little floater put up there, and there's the first score of the night by Diabe. 2-0 Averett. Songster with it at the left wing, guarded closely by Lewis. Estes drives, bounces. This is Hoppa underneath, can't get a shot. There's a little jumper, no good. Rebounded by number 12, Timothy Henry. And back the other way they come. Controlling it is Cash, high post. He's got Clifton And there's a foul by number 10. That's Estes, his first. First team foul also. They'll give the basketball to the Cougars underneath their basket. They have a 2-point lead early here. He finds Cash open, left wing. Guarded closely there by Bowman. Shots up, no good. Rebound high, pulling it down is Diabe, but lost control. Scramble ensues. Who's going to get it? It's going to be the Scots coming back the other way. Now back cut, low post, bang! That was Nick Clifton with his first 2 points of the night, and we've got a tie ball game here. 17:42 to go. First period. Lewis will bring it down and bounce it over to Henry. The right wing. Out from his low post position comes Diabe. Provides some help up front. Driving in the lane, putting up a shot. Good, no good. He is knocked to the ground. Cash. 22, Clifton draws a foul. That's his first, but this will be a trip to the free throw line for Cash. Shots up and good. Cash is a 78% free throw shooter. Where's number 3? He'll get another. He can put his team up by 2 with a good shot here. He does. So the 78% free throw shooter is good on both of those. And we're back the other way now with Estes. Man-to-man front put up by Averett as well. The Cougars scrambling to keep up with Songster. Songster stops, puts up a quick jumper. Good! About a 14-foot jumper off the glass. And we're tied at 4. Lewis across the center line, calls the play. Henry, Diabe. Right side Cash. Turning, spinning, it's blocked. Rebound beautifully put up by Cash. And it's a 6-4 game, Averett. Substitutes getting ready to go into the game here at the next opportunity. Songster's up front with Lewis. And let's see, Lewis is going to foul him, I do believe, as he headed for the basket. Lewis is first. And into the game will come for Averett, Raymond Bullock. Raymond Bullock is a sophomore guard, 6'4", 198 from Whitakers, North Carolina. Long toss to Songster. The right side here is Hoppe back to Songster. He'll go into the paint, put a shot up, no good. A little strong, ooh, my goodness, elbow from number 30, Bowman, to Bryson Davis in the game now. No call on that. Coach Lambert not too happy with that move. Nevertheless, here comes Averett, leading in the game by 2 with 16:06 to go. Raymond Bullock back to Cash. And let's see. 22 is going to be called for a hold by Clifton. That's his second timeout's called. This is a media timeout. Sco, early in the game, 6-4 is your score. Leading in the game is Averett. The upset winner over North Carolina Wesleyan on Tuesday, over Maryville, number 2 in the East. Excuse me, number 2 in the West. Scoring leader early is Montre Cash. Number 3, he's got 4 points for Averett, 1 rebound. Henry added another 2. That's their 6. Calvin Songster, leading scorer for Maryville, and Nick Clifton also with 2 points apiece. Songster did not have a good night here in the last regular season game against Covenant. Instead, it was Dante Hoppe leading all scorers that night. It really had a super night against the Scots in that win for Maryville. Now we'll see Averett. And going underneath the basket is Cash for the throw-in. Davis, right wing. Top of the key, Burnett. Number 11. Cash will turn, shoot, and he'd walk with the basketball. So there's a turnover for Averett. They're averaging 16 a game. The shot was no good, of course. One turnover apiece. Both of these teams have a fairly low turnover percentage or average per game. Songster to Estes. Now Songster on the other side. Dribbles inside. Puts it back outside. Losing the basketball momentarily. He stepped on the line. He stepped on the line. We saw it from here. Bryson Davis. Turnover for Averett. Their second. Ball got away and Davis tracked it down. Stepped on the line in the process, and Maryville's going to have to bring somebody over here to throw the ball in. Well, they're going to give it to Averett. Crossing the center line is Cash. 22's in the game now, Vince Contreras. Spinning. Going for the basket. This is going to be a good one for Tim Henry. He's got 4 points now. And back the other way comes Hoppe. Lost the basketball for a turnover for the Scots, their second. Long toss down court to Henry. Back out front. 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded away from the basket by Hoppe and knocked out of bounds by the trailing Averett player, number 40, Bullock. So, turnover number 3 for Averett. Estes will bring it down. His team trailing in the game by 4. Left side is Brooks in the game now, number 11 for the Scots. Brooks up front. Hoppe gets it back to Estes, guarded closely there by Cash. They try to clear some space for a shot, and it is good by number 10, Estes. Nice little 14-footer. And they trim it to a 2-point lead. 8-6 now, Averett in front. Averett has led throughout the first period here tonight. 14 minutes left. Number 22 is Contreras. His shot is off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Songstress. He's going coast to coast, stops, pumps it back outside, around the horn to Brooks, and then a shot from the corner by Songster, no good. Cash will bring it back, and a charge is going to be called against him. That is his first. Like I said, Averett is a scrappy basketball team, and they will take it to you as they did against North Carolina Wesleyan on Tuesday night. It will be Maryville's ball underneath the Averett basket, moving left to right. This is Hoppe working with, in the game now, number 5, J.R. Sanders. Sanders, a sophomore from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Brooks goes to the side, and a shot is from the corner and good by Brooks. By Sanders, however. Sanders, assist by Brooks. Now the Scots lead for the first time tonight, 9-8. 12:57 left. Contreras trying to break through on a dribble penetration. Lost the handle on the basketball, went out of bounds. And we'll see Maryville send in Emmanuel Garcia from Puerto Rico. Inbounds pass to Burnett for Averett. Guarded closely by Bowman in the man-to-man front. Knocked away, out of bounds. They'll maintain possession over there as Emir Bowman got a hand in the passing lane. So, Lewis finds Burnett. Right wing. Layup is smashed. Blocked out of the way by Bowman. .12:41 to go. Scots are in front for the first time tonight. Contreras' shot no good, and a foul was called, I'm pretty sure, on number 11, Brooks, and that is a three-point foul. So to the line will be number 22, Vince Contreras, a junior guard, 6 feet 175 from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He'll get 3. Athletic trainer now being called in to assist. Here's one shot. It's good. We've got a 9-9 game now. You'll get another couple of shots. He aims and fires. His second one is also good. Third shot misses, and a 10-9 lead is the result of that trip to the free throw line for Contreras. 2 of 3. Garcia feeds Hoppe, pumps it outside. Sanders going to go underneath, try a layup, no good. In the way there was Burnett. Goes coast to coast, layup, no good, and the call is traveling with the basketball. The 4th turnover of the night for Averett. 10-9 is your score in this semifinal game of the USA South tournament. Later tonight, it'll be Covenant and Methodist. Bowman. Tall shot. Trying to get over big number 50 there, Diabe. The shot was no good, and here's Lewis, right wing. Sanders in his face. Davis underneath, Diabe. Foul is called. Oh, it's a charge. Another turnover for Averett, their 5th. Timeout on the court, 11:37 to go for immediate timeout. Your score, well, the Averett Cougars lead here 10-9 in this USA South competition. This is a semifinal game. And Maryville has just taken the lead in the last few couple of minutes here, as Maryville is shooting for the season 78.2 points per game, averaging 45% field goals. They have a 70% free throw percentage, and they're pulling down 36 rebounds per game average. The Cougars own a 72.3 points per game average, 43% shooting, and they shoot at 67% from the free throw line. Whistle blows, we're ready to go. They'll hand the basketball to Jordan Griswold, number 23. He is a sophomore from Anniston, Alabama. He's got Sanders to work with him there. I think we mentioned Sanders was from Mount Juliet right here in Tennessee as well. Sanders bounce pass. That's Bowman. Bowman goes inside, layup no good, and let's see, he's fouled maybe by number 12. Yes. Foul's going to be on Henry, his first. It's the 4th team foul, and Bowman will go to the line. Bowman, a senior from Dalton, Georgia. Shots up and good. we've got a tie game again. Back into the game comes Montre Cash. 4 points for him, 2 rebounds so far. Bowman aims and delivers his second consecutive free throw. So he's got 2 points on the night. He's 2 for 2 from the stripe. Lewis hands it off to Cash. Back to Henry. Cash, from 35 in the game now, is Isaiah Jones for Averett. Spin move off the glass. Charge is called, I think. Yes. Henry, 6 turnovers. Timothy Henry on the foul. That's his first. That's his second foul of the night. 11-10 is your score. Maryville in the lead. Sanders. Quickly to Brooks. Outside. Underneath. They tried to hit Sanders underneath. It was stolen away. 3-point from the corner. No good. That attempt made by Davis. Rebound underneath by Cash as he got it away from Brooks. Left wing, bounce pass, and Brooks is going to be called. Just a little too much defense there. Brooks will end up with his second foul. Into the game comes Hoppe again, number 20. Back in comes Nick Clifton, 22. Songster is back in as well for Maryville. Averett with a basketball. 3-point shot and way over. Rebounded by Clifton, his second of the night. Sanders again sets up, top of the key. This ball gets loose from Clifton. Turnover for the Scots. It ends up in the hands of Cash. Pumps it outside to Davis. Right wing is Bullock. Bounce pass underneath. The Abe's wide open off the glass. Good. He puts the Cougars ahead 12-11 with 9:49 to go. Sanders working. Double teamed there. Underneath, open, and into the basket was Bowman, and he drew the foul. Fouls on Diabe, and that'll be his first. Bowman goes back to the stripe. He's the leading scorer right now for Maryville. He's got 4, 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 1 field goal. This shot off the back of the rim, no good. Maryville hanging on to a 1-point lead, 9:36 to go, first period of play here in the semifinal round. Diabe outside, left wing, driving is Davis in the corner. Traveling with the basketball was Keyshawn Lewis. Again, the Cougars now with 6 turnovers to 4 for the Scots. Inbound side backcourt, Clifton to Estes. Picked up immediately by Cash as he comes across the center line. Dribble penetrates. Bowman goes inside, finds a way to shoot. He's fouled. Shot's no good. Number 3 was guilty, Montre Cash. And that's his second team foul. Second personal foul. Team 7th. Bowman back to the line now. 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Aims and shoots. That one will rattle in and make it a 14-12 game. And back into the contest comes Contreras, as well as, well, I missed the other number and the announcement. I believe that was Burnett. Bowman gets his 6th point. 4 of 5 from the free throw line tonight. As Lewis gets the ball to Contreras. Contreras still working against Estes. Tries to penetrate off the glass. No good. Rebound high. That's Diabe. He's fighting and he's fouled by Bowman. Bowman on his back. No question about that. That is Bowman's, let's see, first, team 6th. Okay, so Burnett will return. So will Lewis. Contreras. Lewis has the ball underneath the basket. Inbounds it to Contreras. He tries to dribble, penetrate. Spin move, puts it up. Good! Nice little jumper from about 10 feet. And it's a 15-14 game now. With Scott still on top. Hoppa, no good. Rebound going tall was Diabe. And the foul is called. A push is called on Estes from Maryville. On Diabe, he'll go to the strike. He has not been there tonight. This will be his first visit. Shots up. Good. We're tied again at 15. Diabe is a 59% free throw shooter this year for Averett. He's 2 for 2 for tonight. Into the game will come Isaiah Jones. And taking a seat will be Moriba Diabe. He leaves the game with 3 points, 2 rebounds. Estes crosses the timeline. Contreras picks him up, battles his way through traffic. Estes ends up with it left wing. Running the weave. Songster comes open. Cash in front of him. Shot, no good. Fought for underneath. Songster comes up with it. Bounces it outside. Hopper for 3. No good. A rebound high in the air by number 40, Raymond Bullock. His second. And Averett with a 1-point lead brings it across the line again. Contreras with a jumper, no good. Right into the hands of Clifton. Estes now, right wing. Songster comes from out of nowhere. His shot is blocked. Let's see if they fouled it. I believe they did. Fouled in the act of shooting. He should get 2. It's called on number 11, Jalen Burnett. Timeout is on the court. That's Burnett's first. And with 16-15 your score and Averett on top here, we've got a basketball game here at the semifinal round of the USA South Men's Basketball Tournament. Number 4 in the East, Averett leads 16-15 over the West. It's number 2, Maryville. Emir Bowman for Maryville leads all scores with 6 points. He is 4 of 5 from the free throw line, and he's got a field goal to his credit as well. I promised to find Bowman's free throw percentage, and I've got to give credit to the volume of information that we receive from the sports information directors at all the schools. Drew Wilson from Averett, Andrew Mendeman from Covenant, Greg Petkoff from Methodist, and Eric Etchison from Maryville. A commendable job on the amount of statistics they keep throughout the season, and including the competition postseason. So we've got plenty to talk about if we can find it. Songster will go to the strike for Maryville. He's got 2 points tonight off a field goal, so he aims and shoots, and that one goes in. He's 1 of 1 tonight on his trip. Songster is a 86% free throw shooter, so Averett does not want to see him at the stripe. 2 of 2. Back the other way we'll go with Averett trailing now by 1 with 7:27 to go in this semifinal game. Winner will take on the winner of the second game between Methodist and Covenant. Turnover on a block by Lewis. Their 8th. Not Lewis. Shot by Lewis, goes in. That was a three-pointer. He hit the turf. And now he makes it 20-16, Maryville. That was Emmanuel Garcia making that shot. And a foul is called as into the basket goes Burnett. Foul is going to be called on Watson. That's his first. Where's number 12? And stepping to the stripe is Jalen Burnett, who has not scored tonight. Now he has. He cuts it to a three-point lead by Maryville. Back into the game comes Davis as Diabe also enters. Jones exits. Second shot forthcoming from Burnett for the Cougars. Make it a 2-point game, and he does. So Burnett, 2 points now. He is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Cougars are shooting 67% overall. I bet their percentage is higher than that right now. Here comes A.R. Sanders again. Songster, Hoppe for 3. No good. Contreras with the rebound. Contreras. Burnett. Ooh, battling and trying to get a shot off was number 40, Bullock. He traveled with the basketball. That is 9 turnovers for the Cougars. And they'll give the basketball to Joshua Brooks and to number 22, Clifton, to inbound for Maryville. 6:23 left. The Scots lead by 2, 20-18. Picked up by number 11, Burnett, as he comes across the 10-second strike. Ooh, Clifton just almost had it knocked out of his hands. Now Songster is going to try to penetrate. Can't do it. Backs away. Gets some help. Bounce pass intercepted in the passing lane by Contreras. Goes coast to coast, lay it up, good, and he drew the foul. Contreras ties it up with a coast-to-coast layup and draws a foul. He'll go to the stripe. The foul was on Bowman, his second, team 9th. The one-shotter here. Contreras leads his team. That's his 7th point, and he leads all scorers right now. Number 22 is from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Songster, bounce pass, Bowman, jump shot, it's good! Right at the 15-foot free throw line. And the Scots are back on top by 1. 5:32 to go in the first period. Burnett working with Contreras. Right side is Davis. Burnett to Diabe. Ooh, he almost traveled there, but instead reverse layup good, and the Cougars are top by 1 now. Brooks into the paint, layup, good. Puts the Scots back up by 1. 4:58. We're under 5 minutes now in the first period. 24-23 Scots. Burnett directing traffic. 2-3 zone now employed by the Scots. Davis, right side Contreras, steps inside, pumps it back outside to Davis. Good! Bryson Davis got his first 3 points of the night. Now Songster answers with a three. Calvin Songster answers with his version of the 3-point from the left wing. And it's 27-26 now. The Scots hang on to the lead. Contreras, 3-point shot, right wing, no good. Shot and rebound by Clifton. Brooks underneath, bang! Scots will lead it now by 3, 29-26. Under 4 minutes now. Burnett. Randy Lambert moving his 2-3 zone around. Burnett goes inside, loses it. Turnover again, the 10th for the Cougars. Songster has Garcia in the corner. Bottom! 32-26 now, a 6-point lead by Maryville, the defending champions, the winners of this tournament last year. 3:23 to go, and they take a 6-point lead, the largest of the night for them. Contreras into the paint, shot no good. Rebounded and touched out of bounds by Diabe, and timeout's going to be called with 3:13 remaining in the first period. An immediate timeout and a 6-point lead by the Maryville Scots. Well, the Maryville Scots are averaging 78.2 points per game. They are 45% from the field, and they pull down 36 rebounds per game. Right now, the Scots have the leading scorer of the night, Emir Bowman, number 30, with 8 points. He's got 2 fouls. He has not got any rebounds. That's unbelievable. And he's got 1 assist. He's 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 field goal range. Vince Contreras leads Averett with 7 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. He's 3 of 4 from free throw the line and 2 of 5 field goal range. 3:13 left, 6-point lead in this semifinal game, which is in the first period. Between games tonight, between the games, following this one and before the evening match, they will have all conference presentations. Stay tuned to this channel right here for that. In between the 2 games tonight, all conference players and coaches. Sanders. Bowman looks for Hoppe. Off the glass, plus the foul. Basket's good. Number 22 was the offending party. That was Contreras, his first. Team 10th. Hoppe goes to the line. Hoppe is a 76% free throw shooter. And he puts this one up. It's no good. Rebounded underneath there by Henry in the lane. 2:55 to go. We're under 3 minutes. 8-point lead for Maryville. Ooh, hook. No good. Henry a little too hard on that one. Back of the rim. Garcia for 3. Bang! Went to the floor after that shot, and now there's an 11-point lead for Maryville, 37-26. Averett losing a little bit of their momentum as Cash moves everybody around, gets the basketball to Lewis, back to Cash. Spin, he can't penetrate through that 2-3 zone. Now does, puts it up, no good. Rebound Hoppe, lost it, and then Garcia came up with it. Sanders will cross the timeline with it. Bowman helping to call the play from Randy Lambert. Clifton with it. Sanders takes a 3. No good. Fought for. Coming away with it is Davis. That is his first of the night. He'll take it outside. They'll pump it into number 12 there for a two-pointer, Henry. He's got 6 on the night, and that cuts it to 28 for the Averett squad and 37 for the Scots. 9-point lead for Maryville. Timeout on the court. 1:21 to go. Randy Lambert called that one. 32nd timeout. 9 points for Emmanuel Garcia. He is perfect from three-point range tonight. Number 2, 3 of 3, and that's where he gets his 9 points. Leading rebounder is Nick Clifton with 4. Leads everybody on the court right now. Dante Hoppa has 3. And a team that Maryville averages 36 per game. They right now have a total of 11. Garcia returns, so does Songster. 12 is in there. Watson. Hoppa. Watson is a senior forward, 6'6", 200 from Stuart, Florida. Sanders working the basketball. High post. Now this is Garcia. Songster, right wing, goes inside, pumps it outside. Garcia didn't have a look. Ball batted away, stolen on a turnover, their 5th. Cash goes in, puts the layup in, no good. Rebounded by the Scots. Got support there from Chris Watson, number 12, we mentioned. Garcia, 4 of 4. 4 of 4. Count them. 12 points for Emmanuel Garcia, the senior guard from Puerto Rico. It is a 12-point game now. Driving his way, he can't make it past the defense there. And now a three-point shot which misses by Davis. So Cash is going to take one. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? Stolen away initially and then bounced into the hands of Watson. Sanders with 1 second left. Songster puts up a shot which goes in. Is it good? It is. Songster sinks one at the buzzer, his 10th point of the night, giving the Maryville Scots a 43-28 halftime lead here in the semifinals of USA South Tournament. The officials are conferring. The coaches are watching. Lambert and Doino. If it counted, it was a three-pointer for Garcia. Yes, it will. Shot was made before the horn sounded. So, at halftime now, 43-28. The leaders on the board, the Maryville Scots. They started out trailing the Cougars by as much as 6. But the Scots chipped their way back into it and finally surged out to this lead, 15-point lead at halftime. Thanks again for joining us. Thought the first half went extremely well for both schools, really. Although Maryville pulled away towards the end of the half to lead by a score of 43-28. Some of the highlights here: Garcia 4 of 4 from three-point range for Maryville, and that's 12 points to go with 2 rebounds. Songster hit that last second shot to close out the first half for Maryville. He's got 10 points now, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He's 2 of 4 from three-point range. Bowman has 8 points, 4 of 5 from free throw range. Overall, he's 2 of 3 from the field. He's got 2 fouls on him, 2 assists. Brooks has 4, Sanders has 3, Estes 2, Hoppe 2, Clifton 2. For the visiting squad here in this game, the Averett Cougars, Contreras leads 7 points, 3 of 4 from free throw range, 2 of 6 on field goals. Henry has 6, Diabe has 6, Cash 4, Davis 3, Burnett 2. Field goal percentage in the first half for Maryville, 57%. They were 15 of 26. Averett was 33%, 9 of 27. 3-point shots, thanks to Garcia, 7 of 12, 58.3% for Maryville, only 14.3% for Averett, 1 of 7. From the stripe, Maryville is at 75%. Maryville has a 70% average. Right now they're holding at 75%, but Averett has popped up to a 9 of 10, 90% free throw percentage here in the first half. Averett led for 7 minutes and 38 seconds of the first half. Maryville for 10 minutes and 16 seconds. The game was tied for 1 minute and 59 seconds. The score tied 7 times. The lead changed 13 times. Averett leads in points in the paint, 16 to 10. Maryville leads in points off turnovers, 16 to 7. Averett leads in second chance points, 6 to none. Maryville leads in fast break points, 6 to 2, and also off the bench, 19 to 9. The largest lead by Averett was by 4 in the first at the 15-13 mark. The largest lead is right now at halftime by Maryville, 15 at the end of the buzzer as Songster stroked it in from the left wing. Most of the minutes for Averett are played by Lewis, number 2, and Davis, number 14. They've each got 14 minutes apiece in the game. Dante Hoppe leads them. No, not Dante Hoppe. Calvin Songster leads everyone with 16 minutes. Hoppe has 15, and Bowman 14. Total points, Emmanuel Garcia with 12. And the Maryville squad, we mentioned, has 14 total rebounds, 13 on defense. 18 for Averett, 12 on defense, 6 on offense. Averett is trailing the game right now, 43 to 28 here at halftime at the Barnes Physical Education Center on Lookout Mountain, Georgia, the home of the Covenant College Scots. Well, we've got one more half to go, another 20-minute segment. After that, we will have the presentation of the USA South All-Conference team and the Coach and Player of the Year. Stay tuned to this channel, to this connection for that ceremony, and then we'll swap over to the second game of the season, of the night, between Methodist, number 2 in the East, who defeated William Peace on February the 19th, 104-70, earning their way into the semifinal game against Covenant, the number 1 team from the West, tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Winners tonight will square off tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Time for the championship right here at Covenant College. 3 o'clock East here at Covenant. You can catch us on this very same USA South digital network. I'm Al Clark. We're going to take a short break here and let you enjoy some of the halftime music, and we shall return for period number 2 of the semifinal round of the USA South men's basketball tournament first game. Maryville leading right now 43 to 28. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, both teams back on the floor at halftime here in the semifinal game, first game of the night. Averett trailing Maryville in this contest 43-28. And it's been a good one. For Averett, the president is Dr. Tiffany M. Franks. Of course, Averett is located in Danville, Virginia. Head coach David Doino. The sports information director there, Drew Wilson. Athletic department director is Meg Stevens. Over at Maryville, right up the road in Maryville, Tennessee, President Dr. Tom Bogart. Director of Athletics, Candace Schramm. Associate AD, Sharon Wood. Faculty Athletics Representative, Dr. Dan Ross. Assistant AD for Communication, and thanks for your work this year, Eric Etchison. The Senior Women's Administrator is the Head Athletic Trainer, Sharon Wood. Lori Christopher is the Athletic Office Manager. Also like to shout out to the broadcasters from each of the schools who have kept up with the seasons for their respective teams. Every one of them does a great job. And I know you enjoy their broadcasts, keeping you informed as to what your favorite team is doing in USA South competition. Very professional, all of them. Well, here we've got a contest as Averett came out blazing in the first half. Got up by 4 by the 7:38 mark, and then here comes Maryville. They led for the trailing 10-16. The game was tied for 1:59. They lead here at halftime by 15, 43-28. And the basket by Songster at the buzzer counted and resulted in the 15-point lead we're looking at right now. We're moments away from the start of the second half. Don't forget to stay tuned here for the presentation of All South Conference team. Our USA South president and director is present for that, and we'll open up the mics and carry that for you at halftime. That is between the two games. On the court for Averett, Cash, Lewis. It will be Diabe, Davis, and Henry. I would imagine Maryville will bring their starters out: Songster, Bowman, Estes, Hoppe, and Clifton. And that is indeed who hits the floor. It will be Maryville's ball. That's Hoppe, side front court. Now he tosses into the back court to Estes, who comes across the line in front of Cash. We're underway in the second half of the game. Maryville leading. Coming left side is Estes. Diabe tries to pick him up. Bounced, shot, good. They get the first 2 points of the second half to make it 45-28. Cash. That's Lewis. Cash is over in the corner. Now he runs under the basket. Bounce pass. Handled by Henry, and shot put up. Got a rebound, put it back up. This is his third shot, and off the glass, good. And he drew the foul. 45-30 is your score. Foul is on Dante Hoppe, his first. Number 12, Henry takes the stripe for a couple. First shot's up and good. Well, he only had one. Henry's a 71% free throw shooter on the year. 45-31 now. 14-point lead for Maryville. Hoppe missed it. Wow. Don't know how he did it. Did not fall. Rebound underneath by Henry, his 5th. That should bid him in the lead for the rebound of the night. This is Cash and Lewis working together. And he tried to dump it off to the outside, and right there in the passing lane was Hoppe, who comes down with it. That's the 11th turnover by the Cougars. Clifton for 3, got it. 48-31 is your score. Clifton now has 5 on the night. Davis working with Diabe right now. Throws it out of bounds, turnover, number 12. And the Scots just have not turned it over that much at all. I have them at 5. That could be 6, but Estes bringing across, working, trying to get it to Songster. Instead, it's Bowman. Back to Clifton. He's knocked down. Shot good. That was a 2-pointer from over in the corner by Hoppe. No, Clifton. Lewis knocked away and saved. No. Clifton stepped on the line as he tried to save it from going out of bounds, so the possession will remain with the Cougars from Averett, trailing in the game 50-31. Inbound pass to Lewis from Cash. Goes right wing. Pumps it outside. Toss over everyone's head. Foul is called on the underneath the basket. 22 guilty of a foul. That was Clifton. That's his 3rd of the night. Going up high for a layup, no good. Rebounding underneath is Hoppe, and let's see, he's going to be fouled by Davis, and that's going to be his 1st. So they'll give the ball to Maryville. Clifton will bounce it to Estes as the clock rolls at 7:26 in the second period here. 50-31, the Scots. Bounce pass. Bowman looks, sees Hoppe coming. Couldn't lead him, couldn't get around his opponent to lead him, and so turnover for the Scots, their 6th. Cash up and blocked by 22. Foul, though, is Clifton's 4th, and he will have to take a seat. Coming in for him will be Brooks when he gets the opportunity. To the line is Henry, the leading scorer for Averett. He's got 9. Shots up and no good. Henry is a 71% free throw shooter on the year. He's a junior forward from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Into the game comes Brooks, as Clifton carries his 4 fouls to the bench now. Second shot's up and good. 50-32 now. 18-point lead. Estes across the line, high post, pumps it over the left side. This is Burnett. Excuse me, that's Brooks. Hoppe, Bowman, Estes, jump, bottom. He adds to the lead. It's a 20-point lead now. Lewis finally gets it underneath there to Henry, who can't make a shot. Now getting the pass and laying it up, no good, was number 14, Davis. Hoppe will bring it down. Hoppe in position for a 3. What happened? 21 was guilty of a foul. Songster, that is his first. And so turnover 7 for the Scots. 20-point lead for Maryville right now, comfortably at 16-17 to go. Contreras will inbound it to Lewis. Keyshawn Lewis has no points tonight. Knocked it away. Bowman got a hand in there. Henry tracked it down. Back outside to Contreras. Trying to get a shot away. Does so. It's no good. Rebound put back up. Good. Give Henry another 2. He's got 12 now and leads Averett in that department. Estes will pump it over to Hoppe. Songster goes inside Lewis. Spin move. Jumper. Got! Songster now with 12. Ties Garcia for the team lead. And Henry, who also has 12. The foul called on number 30. That's Bowman. That'll be his 4th. If I heard them correctly. Timeouts on the court. It's immediate timeout in a 20-point game in favor of Maryville. Randy Lambert celebrating 39 years in the coaching business. This will be his last one, as Maryville has had tournament championships 1 year. 2018, they were the regular season champs 3 times in 2014, 17, and 18. His team was one of only 2 teams that defeated Covenant. They had the best record on the year in the USA South. North Carolina Wesleyan was the other one. Leading 20 points right now, 54-34. Songster returns. Back in the game is number 12, Watson. Hoppe, Brooks, and Estes. It'll be Lewis taking the inbounds pass from Bullock in the game now for Averett. Contreras as well. Davis is in there. Ooh, turnover by Averett on an errant pass. This is a foul called on number 2, Lewis, his 3rd. Gives the ball to Estes underneath. Songster in the corner. Back to Estes. Gets a little help from number 12, Watson. Foul and a turnover by the Scots. They're 8. Inbounds pass from Davis to Lewis. Trailing the game by 20 points with 15 minutes to go to settle this one. Lewis to Contreras. Back out front to Lewis. Underneath. Driving. Henry. Lost the basketball. Pumps it outside. Contreras for 3. Bang! 54-37. Contreras now has 10. Watson is 12. 11 is Brooks. Hoppe. Watson. Back out to Estes. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper is no good. Rebounded underneath by Lewis. Contreras back to Lewis. Contreras can't get a look from over there. Lewis tries to penetrate. Long toss to Contreras. Didn't get a look then either. This is a look and a shot which is no good by Davis. Tracking it down was Brooks. Estes now will move high post. Working with Burnett. Back to Estes. Nice little hook. A little off the mark. Lewis goes up. Shot no good. Rebound put back up. No good. Fought for. This will be jump ball. Yes. This is going to go to Averett by the arrow. Back into the game comes Diabe. Lewis is going to hobble out with an injury. Cash will enter. Taking a seat is Henry, their leading scorer right now. Garcia and Songster each have 12 for Maryville. Cash finds an open Diabe, gives it back to Cash in the high point. Estes picks him up there. Davis quickly to Contreras. Lewis goes for a layup. It's no good. Tracking it down and getting the rebound was Bullock. He went up for a shot and it was blocked on a push by Dante Hoppa. That's his second. So to the line we'll go Diabe. He is 2 of 2 from the stripe here tonight. 59% free throw shooter. That's Bullock, not Diabe. Bullock is number 40. Into the game comes number 44. That's Trevor Gaines Perry for Maryville. Sophomore center, 6'5", 250 from Maryville, Tennessee. Played at Warren County High School. 44. Bullock from Whitakers, North Carolina, toes the stripe. Second shot is up and good. He's 1 of 2 on the evening. Hoppa and Estes. Cash picks him up. And low cut back post. Nice layup, makes it 56-38 by Brooks. Cash working with, now in the game, Isaiah Jones for Averett. Diabe is back in there. Contreras steps inside. Layup, good. He's got 12 now, and it's 56-40. 16-point game for Maryville with 12:22 to go. Estes. Burnett. Contreras in his face. This is Garcia back in the game, number 2. Big number 44 will go up off the glass. Good! Give it to him. Trevor Gaines Perry from Maryville. 58-40 your score. Maryville in control. Diabe. Averett looking for a way back into this. Maybe that's it. 3-point shot from Isaiah Jones. Makes it 58-43 now. Garcia, a deadly 3-point shooter tonight. He is 4 of 4 from 3-point range. Hoppa can't get his little hook to go in. Rebound fought for, and traveling with the basketball was Trevor Gaines Perry. Timeout is called. Media timeout with 11:26 to go. Your score, Maryville 58, Averett 43. Well, Maryville has team statistics that look like this. Their assist to turnover ratio 1.38, first in the USA South. They are also first with the fewest turnovers, total of 284. First in field goal percentage defense, 41.7. First in scoring defense, 67.7. First in scoring margin, 10.5 in the USA South. First in three-point field goal defense, 29.4. First in the USA South in turnover margin, 5.1. And in turnovers per game at 10.9. They've got 8 by my count right now. So, number 35, Isaiah Jones, will inbound it to Cash, Montre Cash. To our left with 11:26 in the game, and Averett trailing 58-43. Cash moves Jones left side. Contreras now toss to Jones this side. 3-point jumper. Good! Isaiah Jones, his 6th of the night. He's perfect from 3-point range. It's now a 12-point game. Hoppe off the glass. Hoppe now has 4. Contreras, spin move, puts it up. Good! Contreras now 14 to lead all scorers. Chipping away at this lead, down to 12 points now. Sanders, Garcia, he'll try a 3. 4 of 5 now. Contreras gets the rebound, backs the other way. Tries to penetrate, can't do it. He's got Burnett in his, no, he's got Brooks in his face. Cash now working against Hoppe. Maryville sticks with the 2-3 zone at this point in the game. Layup good and the foul. Give that one to Henry. Foul is going to be on number 44. That's Perry, his first. Cuts it to a 10-point lead by Maryville. Hoppe will come out, so will Gaines Perry. Songster's back in. Clifton is in, carrying 4 fouls for Maryville. Henry's up and no good. Rebound Bowman. Bowman also has 3 fouls. Sanders. Clifton. Songster down the pipe. Stops. Turns jumper. In and out. Rebound back. Number 3, Montre Cash. Coast to coast. Pumps it outside. Contreras didn't have enough room for a 3, but he came inside and laid it up good. What a move, splitting a couple of players there. Makes it another 8-point game now. And the fans from Averett getting some traction in this game. Joshua Brooks can't get the shot. He is blocked, and a travel is called, and that'll be their 9th. Timeout on the court, a 30-second timeout by veteran head coach Randy Lambert here. 9:19 to go. They see their lead shrink to only 8 points now. Averett on a run has cut it to 60-52. So there's 2 players for Maryville with 12 points. That's Garcia and Songster. Clifton is playing with 4 fouls. Bowman with 3. For Averett, the game leader is Vince Contreras. He's got 16. 3 of 4 from the free throw line and 1 of 1 from 3-point range. 6 of 11 total from field goal range. Vince Contreras. 14 points for Timothy Henry. He's playing with 3 fouls, though. The rebound leader is Henry with 7 in the game. A rumble coming from the Averett Cougar fans as they're back in this. Isaiah Jones will inbound it to Cash. He'll be picked up by Estes. Cash and Estes face to face. Back out front to Jones. Looks, bounce pass, stepping inside. Nice job by Timothy Henry. Cuts it to a 6-point game now with plenty of time left. 8:52. Songster. Contreras guarding him. Clifton. Estes. Songster for three. Bottom. Takes a little bit of the pressure off. 63-54 now. A 9-point game. Cash. Little toss to Henry. Cash gets it back. Nice shot. 2-point. 63-56. 7-point lead for the Scots. As Estes will bring it down. Set up. Clifton. Now Brooks. Brooks looks. Back outside to Estes. Almost traveled with the basketball. There's Bowman. 3 points from the corner, no good. Who got it? It's going to be the basketball of Averett. Timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout, 7:48 to go. We've got a basketball game again. 7-point lead for Maryville, 63-56. And here comes Averett. Charging back into this one. They led early. They trailed at halftime 43-28. And chipping away here in the latter stages with 7:48 remaining. Songster leads Maryville scorers by 15. There are 2 players from Averett with 16 apiece. That's Henry and Contreras. The rebound leader is Henry with 7. He's way ahead of anybody else on the floor right now. Foul trouble. Clifton, number 22 for Maryville. Bowman has 3. Clifton had 4. And Lewis, number 2 for Averett, with 3 fouls. Averett's basketball. Jones will find Cash. Estes escorts him down the court across the center line. Gets it back. Right side. Bounce pass underneath. Spin move. Put it up. Blocked by Hoppa. And it is called a jump ball, and it will go to Maryville on the jump. 14 turnovers. Estes. Hoppa. This is Brooks. Joshua Brooks. Estes now, left wing. Working against Jones. Got the weave going. This is Bowman. Shot is up good. 65-56 now. 7:06 to go. Cash. Momentary lapse on the part of the defense. Can't get the ball to drop. Rebound put back up by Jones. Still won't go in. This time it does. That's Henry. He's got 18 points, leading everybody right now in scoring. Timothy Henry, number 12. Junior forward from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Brooks. Contreras in front of him. Hoppa. Bounce pass underneath to Bowman. Bowman playing with 3 fouls in the latter stages here. Songster, left wing, back to Bowman. Shot, good! Bowman's got 14 now. 67-58 is your score. 9-point lead by Maryville. Randy Lambert starting to get nervous again. Cash, high, taken by Burnett. Travels a little bit. Contreras up. Good! Have you ever seen anything like this young man and his moves under the basket? Contreras got another 2. He's got 18 on the night as well. and ties Henry for the game lead. Contreras is a junior guard, 6 feet, from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Makes the score 67-60, 7-point lead by the Scots. 5:59 to go. Back on the floor. Both teams will set up for the final 6 minutes now. Maryville hanging on to a 7-point lead, but Averett mounting a charge here. Estes will bring it across the line along with his teammate Clifton. Songster left wing. Got Cash in front of him. Estes again. High post. Moves left. Hoppe drives. Forgot the basketball. Back to Estes. Clifton. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot by Estes. No good. Rebounded by Bowman. That resets the clock. He will wait for another few seconds. 5:22 left. Ball bounces in the air, knocked out of bounds by Contreras, so the Scots will maintain possession side front court. This will be Hoppe looking for a target. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 5:20 to go in the game. 7-point lead Scots. Clifton to Hoppe, behind the back. Turns, no basket. 22 is guilty of a foul. 22 is Contreras. He's got 3 on the night. Out comes Bullock. It'll be Scott's ball. Estes is going to inbound it underneath the basket with 5:16 to go in the game. Semifinal game of the USA South tournament. Songster with Cash, Nick and Nick. Step and step. Looking for help. He's in the green there just a little too long, but they don't call it. Songster trying to dribble penetrate. Got it knocked away, and a takeaway by Contreras. Here's a basket. Good! Phenomenal. 10 turnovers by the Scots. That equals their average. Timeout is called. They're checking, I think, the shot clock. We'll see. We'll give the basketball to the Scots, now leading only by 5. Averett has turned it up a notch here. Contreras is doing a tremendous job. He's got 20 points. Songster. Estes. Clifton. Hoppe underneath. Clifton thought about a 3, didn't take it. Hoppe can't take the 3. Now he can. Bang! Mr. Clutch there and puts them back on top by 8. Beautiful 3-pointer there by Dante Hoppe. Lost the basketball. Estes pulls up with it. Gets it to his teammate Songster. He's tied up there with Jones. Songster goes in for the basket. Foul's called as he goes in. I think on Cash, that will be his 3rd. It is. So Hoppe gives Maryville some breathing room, puts them back up by 8. We've got 4 minutes left in this one, fans. And Songster gives the ball back as the official blows the whistle, and what we got? A little court work needs to be done, so Randy Lambert will hand in the towel, and the official will clean it up. 4:02 left, 8-point lead by Maryville, 70-62. Songster has it for the Scots. Looking at Clifton. Now Estes. Songster weaves around. 3-point shot. No good. Came up short. Rebounded by the big guy there. Moriba Diabe. And Cash does the honors across center court. Turns in front of Estes. Can't penetrate because Hoppa's there. Now he goes low cut baseline. Back out front. This is Contreras driving in. Layup. Good! Contreras is phenomenal. 22 on the night. And it is a 6-point game. Wow. What a performance by Vince Contreras off the bench tonight. Estes pumps it outside to Songster. Cash in front of him. Behind the back. In the paint. Lost it out to Estes. He gets it back. 3-point. No good. Rebound high in the air by Jones. Here comes Contreras. Got, I think it's 22. He's got 20 on the stats. Cash drives. He's knocked down by Estes. And let's see. Averett has 5 team fouls. Foul is going to be called on him. His third for number 10. So he's got 3. Clifton has 4. And Bowman has 3. TV timeout here. 2:46 to go in a 6-point game. Maryville just barely hanging on now. They were saved with a little breathing room on a 3-point right wing shot by Dante Hoppa that gave them some traction and a little bit of breathing room. But Averett has come back and cut it to 6. Plenty of time left, 2:46 to go. Well, I can't say enough about Vince Contreras, number 22, a junior guard, 6 feet, 175 for Virginia Beach, Virginia, who has performed phenomenally tonight. Got 22 points, 3 rebounds. He's the leading scorer in the game right now. Timothy Henry from Averett has 18. And you have to go through those two to get to Calvin Songster, who leads Maryville with 15 points. It will be Cash going to the stripe. He is 2 of 2 from free throw range right now. He is a 78% free throw shooter on the year. Shots up, good. He'll get another. We've got a 5-point game, folks, and if this one drops, well, it's a 2-score game. Cash toes it, looks, pumps it up. Good! Cash makes it a 4-point game. 4 of 4 from the free throw line now, as Estes will hand it to Songster and then Hoppa. Hoppa working against Bullock. Songster, Hoppa. Bounce pass, Estes. Stops, looks, Contreras in front of him. That's Contreras. Foul is called on number 14, Bryson Davis. That's his second. Sending Estes to the line. He has not been to the free throw stripe tonight. He got 6 points total. Make that 7. Into the game comes number 35, Jones. Out will come Davis. Davis leaves with 2 fouls. Second shot. We're back to a 5-point game. We're back to a 6-point game. So, Bullock takes the inbounds pass from Cash. Contreras, and waiting for his opportunity, Timothy Henry goes to the basket, and we're at 4 points. 72-68 your score. Maryville. Henry started to go up, then waited for the pass to clear. pushed it up off the glass, dropped it in for his 20th point of the night to go along with 8 rebounds. A couple more rebounds, he'll have a double-double. Timothy Henry this year is a junior and the model of consistency. He has 15 consecutive games with double-digit scoring. And certainly showing his prowess here tonight. 20 points, 8 rebounds, trailing only Vince Contreras, who's had a phenomenal night, 22 points. Only one of those was a three-pointer. Songster, Estes. Songster comes around, gets it right wing. Waits on Brooks. Brooks into the lane. Estes faked, pumps it outside Hopper. 3! Dante Hopper. He's got 10 now on the night and gives them a 7-point lead. A whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Bowman. That's his. No, it was on number 40. And I thought he said number 40, his 4th foul. Shot is up by Cash, no good. Rebounded by Estes. Steps away. Brooks. A minute 21 left in a 7-point game. Estes, 16 seconds left on the shot clock, a minute and 10. Maryville trying to squeak this one out. Averett trying to steal it from him. Jump ball is going to be Averett's basketball. Let's see where they give it to him. Front court, side court. Averett's going to have a minute and 4 seconds to do something about this Maryville lead. 7 points. This will be Jones inbounding it. There will be a 30-minute break between the two games. We will have presentations of USA South All-Conference personnel. Cash has it knocked out of his hands by Songster. We're down to less than a minute, fans, 53.6. Randy Lambert may be going to his 2nd consecutive championship game. Ball was knocked out of Henry's hands by Bowman, so it remains in the possession of Averett with 50 seconds left. Coming open is Bullock. Cash takes over. Stealing it away from Cash is Bowman. Jump ball. This time Maryville's going to get it. Nice job just reaching in, putting his hands on the basketball by Emir Bowman. Into the game quickly comes Davis, and they will take out Jones. And the basketball to Hopper. Hopper to Estes. Estes to Songster. 41 seconds left. Will they foul him? They will. Reaching around is Bryson Davis. That's not a good thing because Songster is an 86% free throw shooter on the year. He has 73 three-pointers on the year. Let's see. Tonight he has 3 more, so make that 76. Out of the game comes Davis. Henry's in there now. Songster aiming and shooting. That's good. 8-point lead. 37 seconds to go. I think Randy Lambert's got this one wrapped up. Unless a miracle happens. Here is Songster again. And he's good. Songster tonight is 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 17 points now. Bullock gets it underneath, losing it. couldn't get the handle on it. It was Henry. Turnover by Averett, their 15th. And that's going to do it. Maryville will advance to the finals of the USA South men's basketball tournament with a 77-68 victory over Averett, who came in here and did an incredible job tonight. Just couldn't hang on towards the end, and Maryville sprinted away with the win, 77-68. They will play the winner of the next game coming up at 7 p.m. in just about 30 minutes. That game, 3 o'clock tomorrow, the finals. Coming up next is Methodist and Covenant. We'll have an award ceremony and more coming your way, so stay tuned. We can tell you that the leading scorer on the night was Vince Contreras with 22 points. Henry from Averett was second with 20 points. Songster had 17, Bowman 14, Garcia 12. Henry did not get the 2 rebounds to give him a double-double, so he ends the night 20 points, 8 rebounds, as the Scots and the Methodist squad come onto the court. However, they're going to go to each end of the court for the presentations. We will join those presentations momentarily when they begin. This has been coverage by the USA South Digital Network.
Please direct your attention to center court. Next, USA South Commissioner Dr. Tom Hart will present conference awards to those honorees participating in today's games. First, we honor those who received weekly awards, beginning with Rookie of the Week. For the week of January 21st, from Maryville, Nick Clifton. And for the weeks of January 28th and February 4th, from Averett, Isaiah Jones. Now those who received Player of the Week this season. For the weeks of January 7th and January 14th, from Covenant, Will Crumley. For the week of February 4th, from Maryville, Amir Bowman. And for the week of February 18th, from Methodist, Dante Burnett. Now we honor the USA South men's basketball all-conference team. First, the all-sportsmanship team members. From Averett, TJ McAllister. From Covenant, William Bryan. From Maryville, Kayla Estes. And from Methodist, Chris Burnell. third-team All-Conference honorees. From Maryville, Amir Bowman. And from Maryville, Dante Hapa. Now the second team All-Conference honoree. From Methodist, Dante Burden. Now the first team All-Conference honorees. From Covenant, Will Crumley. From Maryville, Calvin Songster. And from Covenant, Bailey Sprague. Now we would like to recognize the following individual award winners. Unable to join us today, the USA South Rookie of the Year from Berea, Isaac Cottle. The USA South Player of the Year from Covenant, Will Crumley. The USA South Coach of the Year from Covenant, Neil Young. Now we would like to award the USA South Men's Basketball Regular Season Divisional Championship trophies. We first congratulate the East Division champions, the NC Wesleyan Battling Bishops. And now, the West Division champions, the Covenant College Scots. Once again, let's congratulate the USA South Men's Basketball Award winner.